What is going on, guys? It's your dude Shopmaster, and today we're going to take a look at the Gridiron Notes for Madden NFL 23 Madden Ultimate Team. I know I'm late to the party. Everybody has been talking about this blog that EA put out earlier today, but I've been working and grinding, and so I didn't get a chance, but everybody is saying this is a big dub, so we're going to go over it just so I can read for myself all the big dubs that people have been talking about all day. So the first thing they talk about is Field Pass, and it says all new to Ultimate Team for Madden NFL 23 is the Field Pass. With the Field Pass providing a clear path to progression, you will always know what you need to do next. You'll be able to see all the levels and plenty of objectives to complete to make progress on every Field Pass. In Season 1, there will be multiple Field Passes available. Players can earn all of these rewards by just playing the game with no additional cost to access the Field Pass. Now, to me, we already knew Field Pass was going to be free. RG in a previous stream had already talked about. We already knew that there were going to be multiple field passes as well. So it says there are three primary types of field passes: season, competitive, and ultimate team. Program specific passes. So starting with seasonal, this field pass has 60 levels of rewards ranging from coins, packs, uniforms, and even a high overall player item. You'll begin progressing levels by completing specific objectives that are outlined within the pass. While there won't be infinitively repeatable objectives, we will be adding more objectives periodically so you can continue to make progress. We want to make sure that progression and ability to hit the rewards you want feels achievable. You can expect Season 1 to run for 60 days and of course packed with content. So the first one is just a regular field pass, a season field pass. So here they actually have some screenshots that we're going to take a look at, and it says view all field passes. You can see there's a Season 1, there's a competitive, and there's a headliner, so a program specific field pass with that. Here you can see in the Season 1 there's a Coach Madden item. Okay. Here you have some stats and some milestones. You can earn extra XP. All right, it says next up is the competitive pass, which will also be available at launch. This pass includes objectives specific for our more competitive mode. Playing solo battles, head-to-head seasons, squad seasons, or mud champion will earn you progress on the competitive path. The rewards have the coins and packs that you would expect, but in addition to that, we will have a high overall player item that you'll be excited to strive for. While solo battles and mud champions will continue to reset weekly, the competitive pass will be refreshed on a bi-weekly cadence, giving you more time to work your way through reward tracks. I love it. I love it because a lot of times, like me, I don't like playing solo challenges, even though I did tell my chat that I wore solos this year, but I'm not a solo guy. I love playing head to head. I love playing competitive games. The one thing I will say is I'm surprised playing solo battle actually a part of the competitive pass. I always thought solo battle wasn't really competitive. Playing against the computer, I don't know how competitive that is, but hey, it is what it is, and I'm pretty sure someone in the comments is going to roast it, but it is what it is. But here you can see from this picture, this is the competitive field pass. You can see it ends in 380, I don't know what that is, days, 0 hours, 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's not accurate, but it has the rewards, and here you get a mud champion token, and I'm pretty sure they're going to touch on that a little bit later because I heard some good thing about the mud champs token. All right, and lastly, we have program specific field passes available throughout. One of our launch programs called Headliners will introduce the first program specific field pass. These program specific field passes will have their own rewards and objectives related to the program. One more thing to note is that both competitive pass and program specific pass will help you make progress on the season field pass. Okay. Excuse me. So that's interesting. So if you play competitive, the competitive field pass and the program specific field pass, both of those will help you make progress on the season field pass. Sounds like a dub to me. All right, next they talk about mud champion, which I think is going to replace weekend league. So it says we focused on major quality of life improvements with weekend league, so much so that we had to change the name, introducing mud champions, the most competitive mode in ultimate team where you can earn the best rewards and compete at your convenience. We heard your feedback on time constraints that surrounded weekend league and wanted to remove that aspect completely. Now mud champions will be available to play any day of the week with weekly resets each Monday. You'll still be able to play up to 25 games per week. Okay, you know what? This is a big dub, right? So many times I just don't have the time on the weekend to complete 25 games. I play 25 games during the course of the week. So this is great to now I can actually complete all my week and not be stressed. Now I see they do still looks like they have a leaderboard. I'm surprised. I would think that would be gone, but they have seasons, all Madden seasons, champion squads. Hold on. They have all Madden seasons. Like that's a big dub as well. You know, all Madden head-to-head seasons usually is something that they wait for the end of the year to come out, but I'm glad to see that they have all Madden seasons. Now they have seasons and all Madden seasons. I wonder what this does to matchmaking. I know talking to a dev earlier today, they were actually saying that one of the reasons they hadn't had all Madden seasons to begin the years most of the time is because they didn't want people to wait long for games when they go into season. And if they start breaking it up, you know, they're already breaking up the players, right? There's a current gen or a last gen product, there's a next gen product, and now there's 2 season modes. That's going to break it up. So very interested to see how many people play all Madden seasons, how many people play regular head-to-head seasons, but good to see that MUT Champion, aka has been modded. It says we also added a new way to earn entry into MUT Championships. We also added a new way to earn entry into MUT Champions by implementing Champs Entry Token. By making progress on the competitive path, you'll be able to earn Champs Entry Tokens and exchange one to access MUT Champions for that week. Since Champ Entry Tokens are items in your binder and never expire, you can save them to use in the current Field Pass season of MUT Champions. So you'll have to unlock these MUT Champion tokens in order to play MUT Champions, aka Weekend League. But if you can't that week, you can keep these in your binder. They don't expire and you can use them for the following week. You know, maybe you don't progress, maybe something's come up, can't, you know, progress in your competitive Field Pass, but you have a MUT token already, a MUT Champions token already there. Boom, you can use it. So it says, lastly, we wanted players to have their rewards instantly based on their performance in MUT Champions. Rather than wait until the following Tuesday, you will receive your MUT Champion rewards immediately after the game is complete. So is it after each game? Is it after 25 games? See, this is what makes me think that there probably is no leaderboard, because how can they give you rewards if you're not, you know, if you're not comparing it to somebody else? So I guess it's going to be, you know, how many games you win, get that. But I wonder if there's going to be like a month leader like Pat. I don't know. We'll have to see. All right, sets 2.0. By the way, still big W. Sets 2.0. Sets have always contained some of the best content within Ultimate Team, but required a lot of navigation to come. This year, we revisited how sets function to not only reduce unnecessary friction, but also reduce the amount of button presses needed to complete a set in Madden NFL 23 from upwards of 80 all the way down to. Sets will now be accessible from inside your item binder. From your item binder, you can toggle over and immediately access sets and clearly see the set reward. With sets being a part of the item binder, you will get the benefit of the item binder, like being able to filter sets by position or pro. Wow, this is a big W too. I hated doing sets and having to go back, you know, and see what else was in my binder, you know, and not knowing like exactly what was needed for that particular set. And if I had those, I would have to go I would have to go really in like 4 buttons just to see if I had a player to do that set. So this is big dubs as well. As you can see from this picture, it tells you, it looks like you can redeem a set just by selecting the set and hitting redeem. So it says, beyond simply moving where sets are located, we've also revamped how you complete a set. For all sets, we will automatically check your inventory for the lowest cost, unused, and non-favorited items needed to complete that set. All you have to do is highlight the rewards you want and press redeem button. You will also see what items will be pulled into that set and whether or not those items can be used in other sets. If you want full control over what items you want to exchange, that option is still available. Big dubs, big dubs, big dubs. Like being able to just complete a set within your bind, being able to favorite. So now it sounds like you're going to be able to favorite card. So even if that card is not in your lineup, you can favorite that card so that card is never used in any of these sets. At least that's my interpretation of what. Another change coming to sets is account bound item. In previous years, the only way you could get items back from completing a set was through a fantasy pack. Now some sets, starting with the champion set, is one of our launch programs, will automatically return the items that you use to complete them as account bound items. Account bound items will be denoted with a B&D tag on the item and come with a reduced quick sale value. Be sure to check the description of the set that you're completing to see if your item sold. Again, another big dubs. This way you can use players that you have on your squad to complete sets, knowing you'll get those players back. I get it. The quick sell is going to be reduced, but to me, that's awesome. It's sort of like in MLB when you're able to put guys in, you know, I forgot what they call it, MLB collections or whatever, but still be able to play with those players. So it looks like there's no more in cats. It looks like there are B&D cards available, but that's another big W that I didn't even hear that today. So that's another big W. All right, competitive play. For solo battles, we wanted to offer more opportunities to earn rewards and do so. We are now refreshing your opponents daily. Now you'll have 4 fresh solo battle games to play each day, or up to 28 games per week. Earn rewards. The other key change to solo battles this year is how you'll earn your reward. While you'll still be able to see your battle score and tier you achieve, making progress through the competitive pass will be the main way to earn rewards for solo battle. We'll have specific objectives on the competitive pass where you can earn rewards based upon the number of wins and the difficulty level you play on. As for head-to-head season, we have adjusted the number of games for each division and the number of divisions down a bit. We want players to compete in Super Bowls more frequently for the chance to earn better reward. With 8 games total in a season and 6 total divisions, you'll be able to get into the intense action of playoffs much more frequently. So I played seasons last year, and I gotta admit, I probably only went to the Super Bowl maybe 5 or 6 times. You know, it was a lot of games. I'm happy to see that they're reducing the total amount of games and the total amount of divisions, but I think reducing the divisions means that there's going to be a much wider gap in comp. So at the highest division, you're going to still have people who are not nearly as good as guys at top. So that's my own issue with reducing the total divisions, but I totally get it. More playoffs, more Super Bowls for everyone. All right, for MUT Draft, we have removed ranked in effort to create healthier matchmaking pool. We are committed to more regular updates to the draft pool throughout the year to keep content fresh. Additionally, salary cap has been removed from Ultimate. We have opted to take the efforts needed to maintain these modes and redirect them towards features that benefit Ultimate Team as a whole. I am sorry to see salary cap. I'm sorry to see it go. I thought it was a great mode. I thought it was a great competitive mode that really offered a lot of variety to how you wanted to set up your team based on salary. I actually would rather them had got rid of MUT Draft and kept salary cap, to be honest. Let me know in the comment section below, which one would you rather have, MUT Draft or salary cap? For me, it's salary cap, but I would love to hear what you think in the comments. All right, player item. One of the first things you'll notice when you enter Ultimate Team is your players' starting overalls. We raised the overalls of our starter teams to make those players more viable at the start of the year and create a better gameplay experience from the moment you start playing. We've also added some basic versions of standout players from each NFL team to the starting lineup. You'll receive these players based on your team you select as your favorite team when you start playing Madden NFL 3. We also took a look at our power-up system to reassess the overall design intention of power-up. Power-ups evolved to the point of needing several items of a player and required additional resources to build up to the best version of that player. All of that led to the best lineups featuring a power-up player in nearly every position. In Madden NFL 23, we are dialing the use of power-ups back so that when you obtain the latest and best version of a player, that's it. You have the best version of that player. There were some benefits of power-ups that we are preserving, starting with ability buckets. Lower overall elite players will receive ability buckets filled with abilities that pertain to that player's archetype. Higher overall elite players will receive custom ability buckets that are custom built for that specific player. You can expect custom ability buckets to contain unique features like discounted AP on certain abilities or even cross archetype abilities. In addition to the ability bucket chain, most elite players will have a team chemistry bucket for you to choose one chemistry history from the team that your player has played for. You will also have the ability to swap out player art when applicable. All this being said, you will not be seeing the traditional purple power-up items in Ultimate. However, some programs may feature a similar design to collect all versions of a particular player. For example, in our Legends program, you can collect a low overall version of a given legend, then collect their moment, season, and boss edition to make the ultimate version of that player. These changes are a part of our overall goal of streamlining our experience by taking out some of the unnecessary maintenance that gets in the way of building Ultimate. We talked about this before. Power-ups being gone is a great thing. No longer having, multiple versions of a card. Now when a new card comes out, you can get rid of his old. Like, that's a great thing. So very happy to see. All right, strategy item. We have also heard feedback on strategy items and look to address some pain points for players. First and foremost, you'll notice it's much easier to view which attributes are being boosted and by how much. I gotta admit, strategy items were confusing last. You didn't know what attributes were being boosted. You didn't know that, like, I forgot who it was. Somebody told me they didn't even know you could power up strategy items last year. Like, so for them to streamline this, and looks like that's what they're doing for the whole month. They're streamlining everything to make it easier for people to jump in, know what's going on, and be able to have fun with it. It says we also revamped and simplified the strategy item system by reducing the total number of strategy item slots to 3. Now you have offense, defense, and the new team affinity strategy item slot where you can receive additional team chemistry boost. We have also removed the speed boost from any core strategy item. So no more speed boost from core strategy item, but I would think that the team affinity strategy item might contain a speed. It's just a speculation, but I'm going out on a limb to say that the team affinity strategy item could contain it. It says we have also added a few additional ways to obtain strategy items, including earning them on Field Pass, strategy item pack offers in the store, and in Madden NFL 23 there will be auctionable, so you can easily obtain the one you need. So no more going, buying packs and trying to, just get the latest one without, there was fantasy packs and you would just open them and hope that you would get one. No more of that. Now they'll all be in the store available. So it says we look forward to bringing exciting content all season. So that's it to me. Let me just recap for a bit. Let me just think. This is definitely big changes in MUT. Probably the most changes that we've seen in the last 4 years when it comes to Madden Ultimate. And I gotta say, I'm liking what I'm hearing. I'm liking what I'm reading. I like that they're streamlining stuff. They're reducing buttons. They're getting rid of stuff that, they felt like that was outdated or wasn't needed. Again, I would have rather have gotten rid of MUT drafts than salary cap. But again, I digress. Let me know in the comments which ones you would have taken. But let me also know, what do you think about all this? Is this a big dub for Madden Ultimate Team? I gotta say, I think it is. And so I'm looking forward to it. Make sure you stick that like button, subscribe to the channel. I will have Madden 23 early content coming in a couple of days. And I hear that there's actually going to be a gameplay video out sometime tomorrow. So that should be good as well. But there's going to be a lot of Madden 23 videos coming out in the next couple of days. So make sure you follow your favorite creator as they will have some things stored up and ready to blast to all y'all. Madden 23 hype train is here. I'm excited. I hope you are too. Stick that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys later. This your dude Shop. I'm out. Peace.